Previously on Transformers Prime, turned out Earth was more than meets the eye. Now back to the story. Unicron's army of homunculi threaten Optimus while the others watch from back at base. And they're ready to jump in, but Optimus tells them not to. This isn't a fight to be won by force, he says. It's to be won by fan dancing! Optimus proceeds to kick ass, but there's a hell of a lot of them, and not all have the decency to do the only one attacks you at a time thing that heroes usually depend upon. After the titles, as Unicron as Optimus dead to rights, again, the others ground bridge in and join the fight. Optimus makes the point that this is all folly. Unicron wants him, and he could find him anywhere on Earth on account of technically being the Earth, so he can create rockbots wherever he likes. But, they point out, if Unicron wants him destroyed, that's all the more reason to protect him, until they can figure out how Optimus might be a threat to Unicron. And even Optimus has to accept that logic. So, they fight and they fight and they fight and they fight until... I tried to think of the most harmless thing. Something that could never ever possibly destroy us. Well, we've got no choice. Time to fight the giant. And I hoped it would just be another lazy Sunday. Yeah, this is really not going to end well. If you can't even shoot his ankles, where do you go down from ankle biter? She's a freaking video game boss. At 85% health, Unicron will begin his boulder attack. And then you get that quick time where you gotta hit the blue, red, yellow, or green buttons as they appear on the screen. With Optimus stuck under the boulders, it looks like it's finally curtains for him. But the most unexpected help arrives. I mean, not like Green Lantern or something. I mean in this context. The most unexpected help arrives. Megatron himself, putting down the rockbiter gone bad. Naturally, this is met with suspicion. I mean, you called yourself Decepticon. You did bring it on yourself. He seems to think for a moment about blasting Optimus, but decides lending a helping hand is better. He says Unicron is their common enemy, and as Optimus notes, Megatron would rather destroy Unicron than let him rule the Earth. And as for Megatron coming to them and not using his own forces, he knows just as much as them that a Prime is the best chance to destroy the Chaos Bringer. And his daily injection of crazy pills means that Megatron is the best chance they have of getting to where Unicron is vulnerable enough to be destroyed. But Ratchet is not silent in his objection, and he can understand his point. Megatron is the guy who nearly murdered a child 2 episodes ago just so he could do some villainy on his way to the battle. Megatron looks for life hacks to streamline being evil. And that objection doesn't even include...
Ground bridging into space or on the moving trains is difficult enough, but plotting a blind jump inside of a sentient being?
Okay, not gonna lie. There are some downsides to following the plan of the insane would-be child murderer. But hey, headline! We could save the world. So Optimus explains how he can stop Unicron. The matrix of leadership, the combined wisdom of the Primes. Using that, the sum of the beings who defeated Unicron directly against Unicron's spark should destroy him. Hopefully. I mean, we are definitely getting into voiding your warranty territory here. Well, Unicron is starting to build the rock giant again, so Optimus calls in a ground bridge. And as a gesture of goodwill, Megatron transforms and starts fighting the monster so they can escape. In a brief slip back to the Decepticon ship, Arachnid says to Soundwave that with Megatron abandoning them like this, they may need to think about the future. Hint, 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 say no more. This lady clearly didn't see what happened to Starscream in the movie. But back to the real problem. It's hard to see whether June or Ratchet is more pissed off that Megatron is coming here, but Jack is most worried about Optimus unleashing the power of the Matrix. He deflects on this, saying that he has no choice but to do this in order to save humanity. The others can choose whether or not to join him in this mission, though.
Well, I don't know about humankind, but I'm willing to do it. For Miko.
For Jack.
Fowler's like, I'm gonna assume that last one's for me. So they're sending Megatron a ground bridge, and good thing, because it's not just one rock giant anymore, it's a bunch of them. I mean, I know this is technically supposed to be the end of the world, but I didn't think it was going to be Ragnarok, with literal giants. Ragnarok with actual rocks, matter of fact. They stashed the humans like they were a dirty magazine and Mom was coming in, only for the humans to then blow their cover. Surprisingly, it's the Dark Horse, Raph, that is the one that deliberately defies orders and confronts Megatron. Kid's got spunk, I'll give him that. After a little verbal dust-up, Optimus speaks to Jack privately, giving him the key to the ground bridge power supply. He wants Jack to keep it safe for him. A sign, he says, of how much he feels Jack has matured and proven worthy of such a responsibility. And it is a serious sign of trust. I don't even let my wife hold on to my keys because I know she's going to lose them. So, time to go. Man, this guy knows nothing about the economy of space. Ah, the NSC has a new logo, I see. Tomorrow, the big climax.
All hail